I looked at a blog, Facebook post from Stephen Barnes, and he was talking about how you have to make the choice and find a way to balance the act between, for in his case, doing his writing, the stuff that tugs at the heartstrings versus the stuff that pays the bills, and the challenge is to find a happy medium between both. I'm going to put a link to that in the description because I think it's an excellent read. And even though he's talking about writing, he's also a martial artist. I think it definitely applies to the martial arts and to any other type of art. Now, I will say this first. I will continue to teach part-time at the community centers for the rate that they pay, and it's not a lot, but I'll do it because I know that the martial arts are very beneficial to people's lives. They've helped me with my health. I've seen them help other people with their health. I've seen it help unconfident people become confident. I've seen it help people learn how to defend themselves. So because I know it's something that has such a powerful benefit, I will continue to teach it for not very much money. And I don't even look down on people who do it for free. Heck, I've taught for free before. But that is one area that I know is so beneficial to people that, even if it's not paying my light bill, what the heck? It gives so much, and it's giving me so much that I'm going to give back to it. But that's it, man. That's it. You don't see me working my day job for free. That's not going to happen. I don't know anybody who's going to do that. And see, what I say this because what really irritates me is when people talk about how folks need to do conscious rap. Or, and they want, like some folks that cry for black science fiction. But they don't really want to pay anybody to do it. Not really. They want Time Warner and all these other big companies to make that kind of content that they feel is needed for the black community, but they're not really willing to pay for it themselves. They're not. And then, when those of us who are talented enough to produce that type of content, because a lot of people don't know that I've done hip-hop before and I've written science fiction before. I'm not saying that I was the greatest at either one of them. Clearly I wasn't, otherwise I guess I would have gotten a lot of money off of it. But I'm capable of producing that content, and I have produced that type of content. And I eventually stopped because I needed to focus my efforts on my adult level responsibilities. And it's like, it wasn't paying. I'm like, I can't, I know I have to sacrifice X, Y, Z for my family because I got a family now. That's fine, that's cool. But unless it's something that's really was benefiting my health, like martial arts because that's exercise, if it's not giving me either a financial benefit or a physical benefit, some type of tangible benefit, I can't take my time into that. Now, I could have made money if I had, quote unquote, sold out in a rap thing. And probably if I just decided to, well, I'm going to write this fiction, and then I'm going to mimic whatever's popular or whatever is safe and acceptable, I guess I could do that and make money. But otherwise, no. So you people who cry, we need this, we need we need the hip hop to go back to what it was back in the day, or we need more black people pictured in science fiction. If you're not willing to fund us, stop crying for it. And don't expect, now I'm glad that some of them have, but it's really not fair for you to expect, big name artists and people to do that if it's not going to be profitable for them to do it. It's really not fair. It's not fair for you to do that. Because for these A-level productions, and see, you guys aren't willing to pull up with those of us who can produce B-level content, fund us so that we can improve our ability and skills to make A-level content. You're not willing to make that kind of sacrifice. It's not fair for these bigger companies to produce stuff that they don't think is going to be profitable. I don't think they're necessarily being racist, but it's not fair for them to produce stuff that they don't think is going to be profitable because they have to pay people. They have to pay all the people who do the editing and the production of the art, in addition to the artists, in addition to other expenses. And if people aren't chomping at the bits for positive hip-hop or black science fiction, I'm just picking on those two things. But if they're not chomping at the bits for morally uplifting art in any form, then it's not fair for us to ask them to do it. What we need to do, just like I did, when I felt like I want to see more of X, I didn't have the money to pay anybody to do it. I had a little bit of talent at it. So I went out and started creating X. That's what I eventually ended up doing in the martial arts. Well, I like Taekwondo. I'm interested in Judo too. I like to see people try to offer both, even though they're going to end up being better at one than the other, to at least let them both influence each other. You know, instead of trying to get other people to do it, I eventually ended up doing it myself. So, I'm going to wrap this up. If you're not willing to pay people to do it, and if you're not willing to do it yourself, then you need to stop expecting these other people who can use their creativity to make money that they need to make to survive. They need to make money to survive. Stop expecting them to do it for you. And respect people when they say, I can't do X, I don't want to do X, Y, Z, because there's just no money in it. That may hurt your feelings, but the truth is, sometimes there's just no money in it. And that's what we have to live with when we're adults, and we have to pay for our bills, and we're responsible for taking care of other people. Peace.